You are the master of your own reality. You are the great architect of your life. On this video, I'm going to show you how to go from being depressed to being self obsessed. Let's get it. Hello, my superstars. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's get right into it. So, right now, in a period of depression, we are moving you to a period of being self obsessed, being self assured, because you are the main character. You are that girl. You are it. You are divine creation itself moving in a human body. All right, but it takes some steps to go from this self concept to this self concept. And here are the tools. Starting with the doom and gloom that is depression. In order for you to get a hold of depression itself, you need to figure out what the root cause of it is. For example, when I was depressed due to unemployment. I felt like my life was going nowhere. I was stuck. I saw all my peers moving on, growing, glowing, and I just felt like I was running the same circle over and over of survival. Now, we all know what the antidote of that is, right? Employment. So it was a period of COVID and it was so hard to find a job. Now, here's what had happened that needed to change in me first before I could attract the work. I was with my friend Sihle and we talked about my mindset. I was telling her that I've been doing everything right. I went to school, I got qualifications, yet I'm still stuck at home. What am I doing wrong? And she stopped me right in my tracks and she said, right now, there are currently systems that are working behind closed doors for you to get the life that you are praying for. Right now, in the spiritual realm, things are working out in the energetic, in the universe realm. Things are working out for you. Doors are working, opening up for you. And yes, I ended up coming on this work program and coming to the United States. And then my life started to feel like it was moving forward because I had cured the depression with what? With job satisfaction. So we found out what the root cause is, and then we got to the antidote. Now, here's is what I need you to know. Everybody, and I mean every single person, goes through hard times. I'm talking even Oprah Winfrey goes through hard times. I am reading her book again called What I Know for Sure, and she was describing a period of her life where she was in the bathroom crying her eyes off, and she was on a call with Maya Angelou, who told her, say thank you. And Oprah was like, I don't understand. I feel terrible. I'm crying. Everything is falling apart. And Maya Angelou said, even in this state, say thank you. Now, you could be wondering, why am I telling you about this quote? Here's the thing. If you can look at life and the life challenges as this is actually here to teach you, not to destroy you, this is when you can take yourself out of the pits of hell and really move into heaven mindset. It is as simple as that. Everybody goes through hard times. Yes, pain is here not to destroy us, but pain is here to teach us. So once you realize, okay, what is it that makes me feel like my whole life is falling apart? Okay. Now, what is this teaching me? Do I need to choose better friends? Do I need to actually follow my passion? Do I need to have more boundaries? Look at what the pain is teaching you. Once you look at it from a bird's eye view, you're able now to go into your logical mind space and start seeking out solutions. That is the killer of depression. And I want to tell you another thing. Depression is a liar. It is a liar. It is not the end. You are not finished. Matter of fact, you might be in the midst of one of the greatest life lessons, which is okay. We are in this field called life, in this reality, in this energy field to learn and to evolve. Even the pain is helping us learn and evolve. And this is something that took me very, very long to learn, but I have learned it. It is here to teach you, it is here to push you. It might come at an uncomfortable situation, but I swear it will elevate you. It's like an arrow being held back just to be released. So now think about it in that sense. what kind of makes it hard to get out of depression because you stay in victim mode. You really cannot see all the solutions. You really cannot see that tomorrow is another day we get to try again. So for you, in order for you to keep grounded, I need you to be like, you know what? Tomorrow is another day. The sun will shine, the stars will come out, the moon will glisten, and I get to try again. And that's what life is about. We will all experience up and downs, pains, horrible things, God forbid, and touch wood, but it is part of life. It's part of life's grand teacher. But you need to always make sure that you do not stay in victim mode and look for the lesson. Once you look for the lesson like a student, you will be able to strategize yourself out of it. Okay, so enough about the doom and gloom. And if you feel like you need more in-depth solution to this, it is okay to seek out mental health help. It is okay to seek out counseling. And for me, what I like to do, I like to journal. I have my journal right here. I write down all my emotions and I pray and I think about it the next day when I'm more calmer. And another thing, you need to be more gentle with yourself. It's okay to have slow mornings and take long baths and long showers and give yourself that love. Give yourself that feeling of I am here and I matter, because you do. Let's get to the good stuff. Let's talk about being self obsessed. Disclaimer, being self obsessed is actually being self assured. It's actually trusting you and trusting God, the universe, whatever faith that you believe in, the higher power, the source, that every single thing is working out for you. I said in the beginning of this video, you are the master of your reality, have the power to actually create and live out the life of your dreams. If you're a maid in the divine imagery of God, that means that inside of you lives the God source. Now, each and every day we get to wake up, we get to choose who we want to become, we get to create a beautiful life for ourselves. You might be like, Indira, what do you mean? What do you mean I get to? The fact that you are breathing and living, you are life's manifestation itself. Everything around you is a simulation called reality. Now, here's the good news. In here, we have this thing called the brain, imagination, and wait for it, free will. Free will. The divine creator gave us free will. You have free will to be whoever you want to be. You have free will to be the main character of your life. You have free will to love who you are. You have free will to do what you love. You have free will to be whoever you want to be. Now, here's the gag. All you have to do is believe. Believe like a little kid. And I'm going to guide you into how to be self obsessed in order for you to actually believe this like it is second nature, like breathing. If you believe that this bed is actually holding me up, you need to believe that divine source is actually doing everything to make sure that you live out the life of your dreams. And this is how I'm going to tell you to do it. Think about it this way. Think about you watching a channel, for example. On this channel, all you're seeing is sad people, sad movies, sad shows. It's just gloomy, it's just rainy, it's just cold, nothing good is happening. Now, when you switch the channel, in the next channel, all you see is people living it up, beautiful experiences, nature, butterflies, sunshine, good days, success, celebrations, laughs, laughter, more laughter, lots and lots of love, and people actually enjoying each and every single day. Now, here's the thing about free will. You, as the master of your reality, have a choice to choose this reality of sadness or this reality of happiness. You might be like, oh my gosh, but no, happiness and sadness is things that are happening outside of me. Things can happen outside of you, but here's the key: your perspective, your sense of perspective, and actually choosing what is going to carry you out throughout the rest of the day. It starts really small. Easiest way to fall into this is when you wake up in the morning and you are grateful for the breath in your lungs. Things that are free, you are grateful that you get to live another day, a day that has not been given to so many well deserving people. You are grateful that God is giving you another opportunity to be your best self. I wake up, I listen to affirmations, which I'll be putting at the bottom in the description box that you can listen to into how to rewire my subconscious. Now, you can easily say, I am wonderful. And then your brain could be like, oh, but I got this. Stop it in your tracks. That is now life and reality trying to fight with your internal divine self. Instead of saying, I am, say, isn't it wonderful that I have multiple of millions? Isn't it wonderful that I have millions in my bank account? Isn't it wonderful that I am in my best health? Isn't it wonderful that I live the life of my dreams? Now, you see, instead of saying I am, my brain cannot fight me and give me reasons of why it's not true, but I just stated the fact that it is. So, within that, it's crazy. This is science. This is quantum jumping, guys. This is actually quantum jumping. I'm telling you how my mindset has shifted my life, honestly. Now, when you think about it that way, so your tongue and words are power. Your tongue is like a wand. Remember, if you read a holy scripture like the Bible, it even says there, it all began with the word. God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. This is why it's so important for you to never speak negatively about yourself, even as a joke. The God source within you does not know the difference. So this is where Delulu is the Salulu. Okay? I am a multimillionaire. I have millions of subscribers on YouTube. My watch hour is off the roof. I make multi six figures, eight figures. I'm a millionaire. And all of this is true. It is true because I, just like you, have life force, which is the creator source, which is the same source that we have in the moon and the stars and the universe and the galaxy and the ocean and the flowers, in all of these wonderful things that were created by God's source. You are the living manifestation of God's source. So yes, you are all these wonderful things. Yes, that is your light. That is who you are. That is what you came here to be. Live an abundant life. That is your birthright. Don't look at your parents. It's not necessarily coming from them. It is your birthright from your spiritual parent, the universe, the galaxy, the stars, the moon, God's source. That is your gift to the world. Now, your challenge is how to take that spiritual abundance of riches and turning it into spiritual abundance in this life plane. Everybody. Oprah even says, love quoting her because she's never wrong, says that everybody, each and every soul, has space to be their best self. Each and every soul, all billions of us in this world, have that potential of being the best version of ourselves. There is room for you to be a millionaire. There's multi opportunities for you to be a billionaire. It is there. All you need to do is tap in. Now, here's where self obsession helps. Ding, 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 ding. When you know who you are and you completely focus on yourself, you'll be able to find your talents, you'll be able to harness the gifts, and you'll be able to know what it is that I have of value to bring to the world. Everybody's different. And that's why there's room for each and every one of us, because everybody's different. Some people are incredible at singing. Some people are great at mathematics. Some people are good at talking and communication, storytelling. That's me. And some people are good at art, drawing. Some people are good at many, many other things. Whatever it is that you are good at, that is your gift. That is your value to the world. Now, here's where self obsession house. You ready for the tea? When you are self obsessed, you know your worth, you know your value, and you know why you are on this planet because you take the time to actually pull yourself apart in terms of strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities for growth. And you actually see, I'm really good at this. I actually naturally shine at this. I don't even have to try hard to be a certain way. I don't have to be try hard to be good at mathematics. I don't have to be try hard to be good at film and television productions. These are things that I enjoy. These are things that come easily to me. Now that right there, when it come easily to you, you enjoy it. That's the gift. Stay right there. Stay right there. You got it? Good. Now it's all about monetizing the gift. Everybody's talented. They say that the difference between a successful person is not talent, but it is hard work. Now, here, bear with me. Bear with me because we're about to work smart, not all the way too harder, but more smarter. You are good at film and television. How are you going to take that and you're going to give value to other people? Think about all the people in film and television that are amazing. They had to sit with themselves and actually look at what it is that is unique about them. And that requires self obsession. Now, being self obsessed is self assured. You know that you are the only person in this whole planet with billions and billions of people that has your fingerprint. Now, seriously, you are so unique. That means your voice is unique. What you have to think or have to say, rather, is unique because it is your perspective. So, in your perspective, what is it that you can give to the world that could make you a beautiful, beautiful, amazing life, the life of your dreams? Okay, so now that I've given you my Oprah speech and how being self being self-obsessed actually leads you there, I'm going to actually be discussing the laws of self-obsession that's going to help you to actually have a grip of this mindset. The first thing that you need to do, you need to get rid of people pleasing. Yes, when you continue to people please, you are betraying yourself. When you betray yourself, you're messing up your nervous system and you're signaling to the source to give you more betrayal. Did you know that? Every time you betray yourself, every time you actually signaling to the universe that you deserve betrayal. Remember, we said you are the master of your reality. Now, every time you celebrate yourself, every time you love yourself, every time you do good for yourself, you're signaling to universe that you deserve love, you deserve celebration, you deserve good things. We go back to the analogy of it's all about changing your station. Which one do you want to watch? It's all about reprogramming your mindset. Your mindset is your most important, most expensive asset because your mindset creates every single thing. Everything that you can see, touch, and feel was once a thought. These balloons, okay, this top, this microphone, this cup, this bed, this house was somebody's idea. It was all an idea. And look at how we are living in these ideas. And that is the power of you actually sitting back, looking at your talents, and creating. Now, how does this live with being self obsessed, Indira? I'm going to tell you. Once you stop people pleasing, because when you have naysayers, you're not going to hear them because you are so self assured and you know your gifts and you know your talents and you trust divine timing and the divine to actually work for you because each and every moment it is working for you. Even when you're having a bad day, when you focus on the bad, it will keep giving you more bad. When you focus on the good, it keeps giving you more good, which is why it's important when you wake up in the morning, start off with gratitude. Just be grateful for the fact that you can drink water. Be grateful for the fact that you can have some tea. And then life will give you more things to be grateful for. This is not heebies jeebies, guys. I swear it is real. Now, we need to get to a point where we trust our instinct. Trust your instinct and trust your gut. You know that little voice inside of you that says, no, don't do that. This doesn't feel good. This person is actually not good for me. These group of friends actually do not like me. That is God whispering in your ear. That is the God sauce in you that sees and feels more than you see with the naked eye, telling you that this is not for you. Now, when you trust this and you remove yourself quickly from situations that do not serve you, that is where you'll be going into situations that do serve you. Now, sometimes we always try to attach things to, we need to be more logical, we need to think better, we need to listen. You are God in a human body. Okay? When God, the God sauce within you says, this ain't it, this is not it, period. That is your discernment. Trust your discernment. It took me a very long time to trust my discernment, but I finally do, because we always want to fit in. We always want to have a community. It's okay if the bunch of people that you have met are not your community. That's okay. They're there to teach you. They are your teachers. They're there to teach you something that's going to help you when you reach your community. Everyone that you have met is not a waste. Every single soul was actually put there to teach you something. Make sure that you are not stuck in the lesson. Make sure that you are not repeating the same lesson, because when you do, it holds back all the rewards that God has in store for you. This is why your gut instinct is really, really important, and to stop to people please. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Prioritize your growth. Prioritizing your growth means when you take the time to actually develop skills that's going to make you earn more money. For example, for me, I was really struggling with this platform to even get here to 10,000 subscribers. I couldn't I couldn't explain for the life of me what my niche was. I couldn't really tap into building something that is unique and is giving you guys value. Yes, I love film and television productions. A lot of people on this platform do. A lot of people in this platform are storytellers. But what is it unique about my voice that you need to hear? And things like these talks that I always have on my Instagram stories, self improvement, self concept, God source, and your mental is actually what makes me unique in this platform. My voice, my storytelling. Now, that is me focusing on what? Self development. You might be like, how is this personal growth, Indira? Well, I did film and television at school, right? Cool, check. Now I'm using that skill in this platform. And then I'm like, I need to understand my analytics. And I need to understand what is it that my audience wants in order for me to give you value. Remember what we said, we all have this value in ourselves. What is it that they want? And then I started looking at my YouTube analytics, and in terms of how you guys are watching and clicking off the video, which means you like what you see, but you're not sticking with me. So that was what I needed to harness. So in terms of growth and development, girl, what are you doing? Now I am doing a data analytic course in order for me not only to be a better communicator, but I'm also getting a skill in order to make more money. Hello, dream life. Come on, come on. So when you always look at yourself in that aspect, you will always see that there's room for improvement, there's room for growth. Now, this is why you have to prioritize your growth. It could be anything to something as small as a 3-week course, into you reading more books, into you writing and journaling and fixing your spelling, into you learning a different language. Whatever that looks like for you, it's all about your dream life. Your dream life is there to be your compass. What is it that you want to achieve with your life? What is it that you need in order for you to achieve that? Remember, you are God in a human body. That means you are the creator. Yes, you can create anything you want. So instead of us creating doom and gloom and drama, let's create abundance. Shall we? Yes, we shall. This is going to require a whole lot of self esteem, because in life we have a lot of naysayers, and it's okay. They're here to teach us that, I don't know, child. They're here to teach us. Naysayers are here to teach us self belief. You need to believe in yourself irrevocably. Remember when you were a child, you believed anything. And come to think about it, when I'm looking back and when I was a kid, I had so much luck. Guess what? It was not luck. It was the fact that I was so attuned to God's source, and I was not listening to what society was telling me and the rules and the regulations of why I cannot be a doctor, why I cannot be a ballerina, why I cannot be an astronaut. There, it was just me and my imagination, and that's it. And that is the beauty of the God sauce in you, because it is still you and your imagination. Everybody else, everybody else is just noise. It is just noise. So in this video, really is trying to help you tune out the noise so you can stay in this station of abundance, positivity, and creating the life of your dreams. Because as long as you have your internal self one with where you need to be in life, the externals will match your internal. Get it? The externals will match your internal. So you need to work with the internal first. That's why you being a multi-millionaire is the reality. That is the internal. Reality is just catching up to your internal. So you need to step away from self-doubt. When you catch yourself doubting yourself, just know that this is fear. And if I'm scared, that means I'm on the right track. If I'm scared to do something new, that means I'm on the right track. Because sometimes growth, as we said, can be painful, can be doubtful, can be fearful. It's just a teacher. It just means fear means you're starting something new, something that you have never done before. That's all it means. And you need to get excited to be scared about something that is productive, not something that's against the law, please. That means that you are on the right track and you are growing and you are developing into your best self. So it's okay to be scared to take that exam. Study. Even if you're nervous, just you remember this. You got this. You got this. You got this. Now, you need to know and remember that success is inevitably yours, because remember, you got sauce, right? So success is already yours, okay? You were born with that encrypted into your lifeline, encrypted into your life plan. It's all about keeping the mind set, focused on that. Be about that action, be about that focus. Small steps every day will get you there. It doesn't have to be big leaps each and every time. And don't worry about instant gratification. Guys, it took me damn near 3 years to get to this. Took me 3 years to get to this. Some people, it takes them 3 months, 4 months, and that is okay, because that is their lifeline. Remember, you are unique. You have a fingerprint that is not the same as everybody else's. So now your journey is going to be different. Self obsession is putting yourself first. What is it that you are doing to put yourself first? Doesn't mean that you're neglecting anybody. Putting yourself first means that you are working to be the highest version of yourself, your higher self, the best version of yourself. When you are the best version of yourself, you are a better friend, you are a better lover, you are a better daughter, you are a better parent, you are a better person. When you are a better person, you can give more, you can share more, you can be there for your loved one. You know, when you are a better person and you're making good money, you're able to give not only just yourself the life of your dreams, but you're able to give your parents a better life. You're able to help out your family members that need helping out. You're able to help out even strangers. Like, look at all the multi-millionaires with the charity work that they do. These people started becoming their best selves, and then they were better for society. So yes, putting yourself first is actually a good. Self-obsessed is literally the blueprint in creating the life of your dreams. It is for you to actually, it's like a cheat code. It's a cheat code for you to actually see what it is that you're lacking in and how you're going to make it better. It's for you to say no to things that do not serve you. When you say no to things that do not serve you, it doesn't make you a bad person. It means that you are self-honoring. When you are self-honoring, you know what it means. There'll be more things that are coming your way that honor you. Remember, guys, it begins with yourself. It really does begin with yourself. Shift your mindset. Be delusional in positive thinking. Think big. Remember, the universe is not on a budget. It really is not on a budget. Everything and anything that you want, it is possible. It is possible. You can have it. You can have everything that you want. Nothing is impossible. Absolutely nothing. Even the word impossible says, I am possible. So I hope this video has given you all the tips, tricks, and tools that you need from going to being depressed, from being depressed to being self-obsessed, because you deserve all the wonderful things in the world. And it's okay if you're not somebody else's cup of tea, because my darling, you are champagne. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Love you.